So this is called interval training. All day long, the world enters my brain enters the world. There is even a noise, click, but the noise is invented. The screen lights up with something not in the room, as now a memory drowns out the clank of weights at the gym when I spot the friend of a boyfriend I had, decades ago, and click, I'm washed in the shame of the night I was dumped. That party, shifty glances, another peasant-skirted woman, yada, yada. It burns. I blush. Then the word libellula enters the room, click, detached from its meaning, beautiful on the tongue. Libe, beating heart. Lula, plume of spray on a geyser, and a dragonfly lands on a water lily. Next come the shoes of movie stars, exhaling inside their cedar boxes. Then my grandfather in a wine-colored chair, smoking a Sunday cigar. I took his cigar box to school for my pencils, and on another bad day lifted the lid, inhaled the lingering scent, and was gone from the miserable room. Click, barbells thud as I drop them into place. My arms swim back to me, breath enters and exits my own two lungs, pulmones, pull and rest.
I'm going to read, my poem is on, I think it's page 17 here. It's called It Makes Me Sweat. I write under the name L. Lois. It makes me sweat. The negative ways we speak to our dogs, training ourselves to command, insistent control, mastering something, potentially everything. The coursing comes from a river we doubt. Trees have time to organize. They teach us the past, shelter our future, root, weather your storms, branch out, stretch to feel blue sky. Let the scurriers clamber. Quiet strength creaks in the forest. There's no need to speak. You don't have to, just don't. This is where wonder sings. Human coders must be elevated things mastering us, an amoral language commanding so quietly. Infrastructure knitting one finger to another across ocean waves, flagging signals while there's energy left. Connecting tissue. Maybe it's the silence making us nervous, lumbering towards us, something we can't control, need to learn to command. We're trying to hold hands, but the wind starts to blow. We scurry. Look, the immigrant memorist I borrowed from the library, her deadening job in New York City, a lapdog connected by algorithm of anger, flickering civil hopes extinguished, growing up without her parents, no forest, only angry voices on the phone.
Memento Mori. How long did the power cut last? The face came unglued like shrink wrap, then the eyes pulled down like Roman blinds, each socket plugged with the ether, the heart a urinal of the devil's piss. My father's head bobbed over me, a switched lantern, a cloud of lymph and argon. His light hurt me as a fly hurts a wraith. How do I turn it off? I felt exposed like a plucked goose and ashamed of being alive, trussed up and skewered with needles and tubes. How long did the power cut last? The following morning lurched through my window, belching its light in my face, watching me vomit my heart out. The nurses came and one by one ironed out the kinks in my mind, pumped the flat tires sagging in my chest. Wasn't that enough? Surgeons came too and sifted out the ether from my eyes, unbuckled me from death's crotch. Wasn't that enough? No, they had to pull God from me as well, like thread from a bobbin. They had to transplant my demons into a small stainless tray, weld me to air and light, to air and light. It's just routine, they said. Just routine, huh? So this is life, I gather, this constant dying. Perhaps some deaths are no more than flings. They stop midway. Oh, Father, I am not the same woman from a while ago. I am only a stand-in for my old self, a sort of understudy, a memento mori of the person I was. I am only 20 minutes away from hell or heaven or the pit stop in between.
All right. This is Some People Can't Be Saved. The chart hanging at the foot of her hospital bed reads Daniela Ramirez. I look down at my clipboard. It reads the same. She's only 42 according to my chart. Widowed, no kids, stage 4 cancer. Damn. And here I am, my cell phone chimes, notifying me of the time. I'm behind schedule again. I clear my throat of dust and of cobwebs and croak out something like a salutation. Good afternoon, Mrs. Ramirez. She slowly opens her eyes and lifts her tired gaze to meet mine. Mrs. Ramirez, I'm here to discuss your insurance claim, I say. Her eyes widen, recognizing me as the crank with the clipboard, the bully in the three-piece suit, the grim reaper. She goes pale, as if she's seen death, and her mouth opens and closes once, twice, like a fish gulping air. She whispers something, though it's too faint for me to hear, and her eyelids close. Some people can't be saved. I click my pen and test the ink on the corner of the paper, the one on the clipboard. I'm going to read your policy aloud, I say. This is to remind her of her coverage, or the lack thereof. Okay, Mrs. Ramirez? She doesn't respond. Mrs. Ramirez? Nothing. I shake my head. Mrs. Ramirez, if you're able, I need you to confirm that you can hear me. My pocket vibrates. Damn it. I shove my hand into my front pocket, pull out my phone, and look at the caller ID. Double damn it. I answer the phone. Hello? Where the hell are you? Screams the man on the line. My boss. I'm finishing up an inspection, I lie, glancing down at Mrs. Ramirez, who somehow looks peaceful. Well, hurry up, I need you at the office. He hangs up before I can respond. I sigh, slide my phone back into my pocket, and step closer to the bed. Mrs. Ramirez, frustration raising my volume. Can you hear me? All I need is your signature stating that you've been made aware of your denied claim. Then I'll be on my way. She opens her eyes, which surprises me. But more than that, she looks at me, then at my clipboard, and then back at me, her chest rising, falling, rising, falling, rising, and she raises her tiny hand from where it lay next to her and the wrinkled white sheets that cover her body. I look at her for a long time, and at her hand hovering in the space between us. It trembles like a yellowed maple leaf in the cool winds of autumn. My cell chimes, alerting me of the time. I'm behind schedule. I'm behind schedule. I'm behind. I take her hand in mine, and her grip finds purchase on my fingers, squeezing them once, twice, 3 times, as if to make sure this is real, as if to make sure I am real. She's crying now, and she pulls me closer to her. I don't resist. In fact, I sit on the edge of her bed and allow her to nestle my bony knuckles into the hollow of her wet cheek. Her tears flow over my fingers like a brook trickles over a fallen branch, and we stay like that for a long while. I don't know how much time passes. My cell chimes, then it vibrates, but even then I don't move. We don't move. Mrs. Ramirez just holds on to my hand the way people try to hold on to life, but I am not life, and some people can't be saved. I place the clipboard in my lap and sign my name next to the words, attempts to contact were unsuccessful. The tip of my pen dips and swoops across the paper like a scythe swinging over a field of grain. Some people can't be saved, but everyone deserves a second chance. I guess that means me too. Thank you.
This is called Goodnight Song. There's a song we sing at the end of the night, but it isn't time to crawl into your tiny bed. Like ants in a picnic progression, we first eat through the skewered moments that revealed another. A kebab at the bottom, an onion, grilled chicken, peppers green and red, and back again. Layers, patterns, a book of stories read, explained, questions, always questions, answered. And after smiling teeth have chewed their dinner, all the spoon-scooped ketchup is brushed out. For now, it's morning. Sun through the windows, blinds pushed up to the top of 3'4" tippy-toed reach, clothes picked out, shoes on, bag packed, car seat clicked and snugged to daycare where time and distance are guessed or snacked on alongside great thoughts that have been gathered in direct sun and fluorescence, thoughts carried off by the ants of our own tasks in a honeyed find. But it isn't time to crawl into bed. There are songs to be sung between everything that's eaten.